Peace, 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 y'all. What's up, y'all? Afternoon, good people. Yes, 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 sir. We are in the building. Good afternoon, all my peoples. Can't tell you top of the top because it ain't the morning. On the East Coast, it's 12:01. And it is Sunday, January 11th. It was the 11th day of the new year. But it's still never too late to thank the big fella upstairs for getting us up today. For always allowing us to see another hour, another minute, another day, another second. So peace to him. Peace to everybody out there who's traveling, moving around this morning or this afternoon, wherever you gotta go. Peace to y'all. Hope everybody's getting the way they gotta go safe. Safe travels out there. Um, I know this ain't the usual time y'all used to me coming on, but yeah, I had to sit back for a second, get a little beauty rest, you know what I mean, and came out of church, you know what I mean. So had to change the time up, you know what I mean, get some rest. But I'm here, I'm back. We're gonna talk about a few things. Um, Last night we seen something great happen in boxing, so we're gonna get to that. So as you come, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And all my newcomers and regulars and everybody, welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. Yo, free.
What to do?
Free. Philadelphia Freeway. Free, did you miss me, man?
Listen,
Yeah,
why would
man.
I
You know
miss?
what I mean?
Why would I miss?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I just seen
That
you
is
on Friday,
crazy.
nigga. It was only one day. I just seen you
I'm
on
saying,
Friday.
man. That's crazy. That I thought we was better than that. That's yeah. All right. You know what? You're not really a friend, Free.
That sound a little
You're not.
suspect. You talking about I missed it?
I mean, that's what friends do when they don't see friends for a while. They miss them. That's crazy.
Nigga, it was 24 hours, nigga. If you can't go
That's okay
24
though. You
hours
supposed to still
without
miss
seeing
your
my
friend.
face, something
You supposed
wrong.
to still miss your friend, Free. You know, you're not much of a friend, man, and it's okay though. We gonna fix that when you get to the cookout. I'm
You,
gonna make sure you get a burnt
you was in
burger.
the
I'm
chat
gonna make sure you.
last night.
I'm gonna make sure you get a burnt ass burger when you get here. I mean, I'm gonna make sure
Yeah,
that burger's so damn crispy. I got
that's
you.
all right. It won't be no different than me looking at BC. It won't be no different.
Yo, God damn it. Oh man. What up though, Free? What's popping?
Nothing.
Stupid.
Jambalaya today.
All right, let's get into it. Let's not waste no time, man. Um, damn it. It happened. Let's we don't have to really do a recap of last night, but we could do a recap. Uh Card turned out to be a little better than what people expected. Couple fights in the building. But it's okay. I knew that was gonna happen. That's bro. It's the Barclay. Um, it turned out to be all right though, Free. It turned out to be all right. All right card. Wasn't one of the best cards, but it turned out to be okay. Um, let's get straight into it, right? Because a lot of people gonna want to go match by match. I'm not. I really didn't pay attention to all that because I was all over Dalton, man. Dalton Smith, man. Damn, you said he was good though. I never knew how good he was because I never really paid attention to him. That man
Yeah.
can fight.
I told you. I said the dude was tough. He came from the same camp as Sam Noakes. I said I favorite Matias because of the experience, but I said don't be surprised if Don Smith win this fight. Don Smith can fight. He can fight, and he showed everybody. Not only can he fight, he can take a punch and he can deliver a punch because he was hitting Matias with some big shots. Matias was hitting him as well. He was walking.
Two things, Free. Two things now. Did you see him getting knocked out, right? And did you see it happening so early?
No, I didn't. I thought Dalton Smith would outbox him if he was going to win.
Um, I was sitting there like, whoa, wait a minute. Did that just happen? Um, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be put your seatbelt on, sit back, because this is going to be a long night. Some people felt like, which people don't know what they talking about. Yo, I think the fight was stopped too early. I'm like, how? How? What if the ref did let him continue? Who's to say if he didn't put Matias out of his misery? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think some people be knowing what they watch. They just be running their mouth, man.
Um. Um. I think it was a little premature. I think Dalton Smith probably would have stopped him, but I would have let him let him see if he was. I would like to see the ref let him see if he was able to compete because we know the style of fighting that Matias is, and a lot of times you got to know what type of fighters you're dealing with when you refereeing these fights because Matias is a tough dude, and um, I, I don't. I mean, he was hurt. I'm not saying he wasn't hurt or anything like that, but he looked like he was ready to go back because when the ref stopped it, he immediately was like, "What are you doing?" So he looked like he was ready to go back. I still believe that Dalton Smith probably would have stopped him, but I would have probably let him try to compete to see if he can make it out of the round because it is a title fight, and like I said, Matias is a type of fighter that he's going to fight through anything. So, but at the same token, with the referee not knowing the type of fighter, I can't say the referee did anything wrong. So I'm not mad with the stoppage. It was just if it was me, I probably would have let him try to fight, and if I saw that he wasn't being able to protect himself, then I would have just jumped in and stopped. I'd have been standing real close to see if he would be able to protect himself, and if he wasn't, then I would have jumped right in. But like I said, I'm not mad at the stoppage. I didn't think that was how the fight was going to end by Dalton Smith. I thought Dalton would win by points if he was going to win the fight. But hey, he came out there. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Dalton Smith won. I picked Matias to win the fight by a late round stoppage because, like I said, I gave Matias the benefit of the doubt because of the experience that he had being in the ring with more notable guys than Dalton Smith. But I knew what type of fighter Dalton Smith was. I knew he was a guy that was going to come to fight, and I knew he had boxing ability. Most people don't know who Dalton Smith is. They were like, oh, he's straight up and down. He's this, he that. Matias is going to walk through him. And I was like, nah, this is a 50-50 fight. Matias can lose this fight. And I said that ever since the fight was made. I was like, oh, he went in with Dalton Smith. Dalton Smith can fight. So I wasn't
Yeah.
surprised by Dalton Smith winning that fight.
What up, dropping the T? Um, like I said, I was preparing for it to be, and it was good for them first couple rounds. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. This is real interesting. Let's put our seatbelts on. It's gonna be a long night. Because I think there was some people coming in there expecting, from what I was hearing, Oh yeah, Matias is gonna get him out of here. This guy, I don't see nothing special about this Dalton guy. And I'm like, well, I don't know, y'all. Let's just hold on before we assume. Let's sit back and see what happens. And when he caught him with that shot, let's be honest, Free, he hurt him. He hurt
Yeah, it was
Matias.
yeah, it was a shot like behind the ear. It was a shot that he caught him behind the ear because Matias was kind of like linked over, and Dalton Smith threw a right hook, and it kind of caught Matias behind the ear, which knocked his equilibrium off. And so that's why when he went down and he tried to get up, he was a little stumbling because his equilibrium was knocked off.
You know, Free, we talk a lot of trash. I'm not saying me and you, but as American fight fans, we talk a lot of trash about these European fighters, overseas fighters, whatever you want to call them. What makes them fighters over here? Because it seems like they come with a different type of approach. It seemed
Um,
like they wanted they style. Like, what makes them different?
they're not so much different. It's more so they're unknown. Most people over here don't pay attention to the UK fighters, and
Mm.
fortunate enough for me, I pay attention to a lot of different fighters. Um, and it was from dealing with guys like Southern T, guys like Skywalker and Champ Ross. They got me paying attention to a lot of unknown fighters because they be calling Southern T be calling fights. He called whatever fights is coming on. Um, Skywalker the same thing, and Chad Ross he had me in his league, and he be putting fighters in that league that I've never heard of. So now I got to go do some research. So I started paying attention to a lot of these guys that most people don't know nothing about. Like a lot of people didn't know anything about Dalton Smith. Everybody, oh, I want to see Dalton Smith. I was like, he's fought before. He's been on cards before. Y'all just ain't paying attention to him because he's not a big name fighter.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When he was at the in New York, because that this wasn't his. And for you people that don't know, yeah, this was his first time fighting in New York, but it wasn't his first time in America. Because if y'all forgot, he was here just last summer when Matias fought. In case
Yeah,
some of y'all forgot that, he showed up for that. But when I heard he was fighting him, I I gotta admit, I was like, yo, this is like really Matias. Who is this guy, Matias? And that was my fault, Free. If you don't follow people, but I'm saying in my mind, who is this dude? But God damn it, we found out the hard way.
yeah. And
We found
another
out the
thing,
hard way.
like a lot of those guys in the UK, when they come over here and fight, um, some of them, I'm not gonna say all of them, some of them have a chip on their shoulder because they get written off because people don't know who
Yeah.
they are. People in the US don't know who they are, so they come over here with something to prove to show that they just as good as the fighters over here. Y'all just haven't been paying attention to them. So that's why you get guys like Sam Noakes, you get guys like Dalton Smith, you get guys like Josh Taylor. They they're good fighters, just people wasn't paying attention to them.
Well, Eddie Hearn might have lost the purse bid, but he won the war.
I mean, actually, Eddie Hearn he lost the first bid, but Eddie Hearn got paid twice. He got paid from his fighter, didn't have to put no money up, and then he got paid by his fighter winning the fight. So
Yeah, yeah.
he gained the championship and he gained some money in his pocket, and he didn't have to put any money up. So
No.
he kind of won twice.
I think that's why he was so damn because when we saw him, he was so damn happy. He was so damn happy after the damn fight. I'm talking about super happy. Like I've never seen Eddie Hearn smile. So I mean, he smiled before, but boy, his ass was cheesing
Yeah, I
from
mean,
ear to
but
ear.
you gotta know Eddie Hearn know what type of fighter Matias is. Matias was signed to Eddie Hearn. They dropped him after he lost the Liam Powell fight, but they know what type of fighter that Matias is. They know he's a big puncher. He's going to put a lot of pressure on his
I'm glad
opponent.
you mentioned that, Free, because I was startled when I saw him on this promotional company. It confused me a bit. Now
Yeah,
maybe I was late getting the information, but then I didn't notice until the first press conference that they had. And I go, wait a minute, I thought he was with Eddie.
Now
I'm
they
confused.
dropped
What's
him
happening here?
they dropped him after Liam Power fight. When he lost to Liam Power, they dropped him. That's why that's why
Okay.
Matias is with this promotional company he's with now because he left PBC, went to Eddie Hearn, and then Eddie Hearn dropped him. So when Eddie Hearn dropped him, he couldn't go back to PBC because he just left him to go to Eddie Hearn. So it was like he kind of burnt the bridge by leaving PBC to go to Eddie Hearn, and now Eddie Hearn kept him for one fight and dropped him. So
I tell you what, Dalton. I tell you what, man. The one thing about Sheffield, England, or any of those people who come from that side over there, when they come, boy, they bring a. The fans weren't disappointed. The ones who came, his fans that came from where he's from, boy, they weren't disappointed. I tell you that. It was just crazy because I'm sitting there like, holy shit, what did we just witness?
yeah,
It was
I mean,
crazy. And the only thing I got in my mind was what you said. And I'm like, damn, Free did say that this is a possibility that, yes, I'm going for Matias, but this is a possibility that Dalton can win.
yeah,
That's all I had in the back of my mind. I had your, I'm just thinking about what you were saying. I said, well, damn it, Free, shit. And let me tell you something. He's not just a good fighter. That man could crack hard because hearing that man's shots, I don't care what role you were sitting in, you could literally hear Dalton's shots.
yeah. Now
Sound like gunshots.
they were throwing some leather in there for sure. They were throwing some leather. Um, but yeah, I mean that's what I say. When people talk about these fighters, they gotta understand what they're looking at. They say, "Oh, this fighter not all that," because you don't know nothing about him. So because you don't know nothing about him, you automatically assume that the fighter is gonna lose or gonna get knocked out. It's the same thing with the Sam Note. People was
Yeah.
picking Abdullah Mason to knock Sam Notes out. I'm like, Sam Notes is a good dude. He can crack. I'm like, this is a 50-50 fight. This is a real test for Abdullah Mason. I got Abdullah Mason winning, but he's not gonna walk through Sam Notes. If he
So
do, I would be highly impressed. But I didn't think he was going to walk through Sam Notes.
so my question is for you, Free, because we know Matias is going to be out for a while. We don't know what happens to him when he comes back. We don't know what promotional companies see him with. We don't know what they'll have planned for him. But I can only pray. I seen a picture that Eddie and him and Dalton took. I guess they all three went to the hospital, and I'm just praying that he'll be okay. We don't know what happens with him, and I know it might be too early to speak about it now because he just won. But now things had just gotten more interesting at 140. What do you want to see happen next with Dalton?
Um, First we got to see how Eddie plan on moving him. Is Eddie going to give him a hometown fight, or is Eddie Hearn going to? Well, my belief is Eddie Hearn is going to try to make as much money off of Dalton Smith as he can before he try to put him in there with one of the other champions. If he was to fight any other champion, they probably would try to get him in there with Richardson Hitchens because he's probably the least dangerous opponent out of the other 140-pound champions. Um, because T.O. has a lot of foot movement, a lot of boxing ability, and T.O. he can punch. He can punch as well. Gary Antoine is a dog. He has the same capabilities of Matias, but he has way better boxing and better defense than Matias. So that's a
Um,
dangerous fight for.
would that be? I mean, to have Russell versus Smith would be nasty. That
Yeah,
is
I mean,
that is
that's it.
gross.
Um, Antoine, he has the same capability as being a dog like Matias. It's just he's smart about his attack. He's not going to stand right in front of you and use his face as a defense. He got boxing ability, he got defense, and he can crack. So that's going to be a difficult fight with a for Dalton Smith. It's not going to be the same type of game plan that you have for Matias. You're not going to just swing big shots and think you're gonna land because you gonna mess around and get countered and probably get set down messing with Antoine like that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I seen Josh. I seen how he hit him and how his legs went. How his legs went. I looked immediately
yeah,
at his
so
legs.
I
Yeah,
think
I seen his
they're
legs.
gonna try to maneuver him to make as much money off of him as they possibly can before the fans demand him to be in there for a unification.
So, so a lot of people, like you said, because he wasn't put out there like that. A lot of people, because Dalton got a nice record, and is this free in your opinion? Eye opener for people at 40 that they go, okay, because 40 seem to be getting interesting now. As you got Keyshawn stepping up, you got Shakur stepping up. Uh, I mean, 140 right now is serious. Um, where does where does Dalton Smith fit in all this? Do we need to see more from him before we judge?
I mean, the only people need to see more of him is the people that haven't been watching him. His team don't need to see more. His team don't need to see more of him. The people that have been watching him don't need to see more of him. As far as to
Yeah,
prove himself, it's only the people that haven't been watching him need to see more of him. But he fits right in the mix. I mean, we just saw. I mean, the only thing it's an eye opener to everybody if you thought Matias was a boogeyman. If you thought Matias was a boogeyman and he was a hard fight to win, and then you saw Doc Smith go in there and knock him out, then you're like, oh, dang, Doc Smith is for real. But if you knew that Matias can be beat by somebody that can outbox him and he doesn't have defense, if you're a big puncher, you can stop him, then you're not too shocked by what you thought.
yeah,
It all depends on how you view Matias. So a lot of people view Matias as a boogeyman. A lot of people view Matias as a person that has no defense. So it all depends on how you view him. I knew that he was a guy like everybody kept saying, "Oh, Matias and Antoine is going to be a bomber." It will be for a period of time until it ain't no more because Matias don't have any defense. Antoine would have did a similar thing that Dalton Smith did. It probably would have looked a lot worse because
yeah,
Antoine is not going to sit there and trade with Matias like that. He's going to use his boxing ability and make Matias reach and catch him. So, but it would have been the same effect in my belief. I believe it would have been the same effect. He would have ended up stopping Matias.
yeah. Shout out to Matias. I'm still going to watch him. I'm still a fan of him. I'm still gonna, hopefully he gets home and we'll see him later on this year. Hopefully, some guys take losses and you don't see them for the rest of this year, and it's like, damn, I guess we won't see you again to 2027. So hopefully we'll see him back in there. Anybody who's asking that should it be a rematch, hell to the no.
No,
No. Hell to the
I
no.
think
Don't
I think
ask
it should
that,
be a
y'all.
rematch. I think it should be a rematch because it was an exciting fight. I definitely think it
Yeah?
should be a rematch. Yeah,
You think it should be?
yeah. Why wouldn't it be? It wasn't like it was
I
a
mean, no,
one
I'm just
shot.
saying. I mean, do you see it going worse for him?
Yeah, I think. I mean, you got to understand it when fighters have rematches, they don't go in there with the same game plan they went in there
Of
for
course,
the first
no, of
time.
course, of course, of course, of
So
course, of course.
it
How
wasn't.
much? But who's willing to put up for it this time? I mean, who does Eddie? Does
I
Eddie
think
invest
no.
in it? Does Eddie? Is Eddie? Do you think Eddie will be interested in like Yeah, I'll put up the money for this. Or do you think that we want to go another route?
Yes, Eddie would put money in it. He saw
No, I'm
that.
just saying. Would you think he'd be interested, or would Eddie say, "I want to go another route"? We don't want to see this guy again.
The question is, what is the other route? Is the other route more money? If the other route is not
Yeah,
more
that's
money,
that's that's basically yeah, that's basically
then
yeah, that's basically what I'm asking you.
that's the thing. What is the other route? If you're not unified, another fight that you get is probably not going to be a bigger money fight than a rematch with
Yeah,
Matias because a lot
yeah,
of people are going to buy into this fight now that they saw what they saw because, like I said, it wasn't a one-sided fight. It was just
no,
action packed from round one to round what six.
yeah,
It was action
yeah,
packed. It wasn't a one sided fight. So
Yeah. Yeah.
if you don't rematch Matias, if Matias say he want to rematch, I don't know if there was a rematch clause or not because Dalton Smith was the mandatory, so I'm not sure
Yeah.
if Matias had a rematch clause or not. But if he has a rematch clause, he got to rematch him. It ain't no way around it.
Yeah,
Um,
it's nowhere. I tell you what, that's either gonna be Sheffield, England, or Puerto Rico. That's one thing we know for sure.
so if there's a rematch clause, there's no way around it. But even if there's not a rematch clause, and Matias said I want a rematch, um, if you not unifying a title, what other fight is bigger than rematching Matias? Because really, there's no other fight that's bigger than rematching Matias. Maybe a pit bulls fight, but even that fight, I don't know if it's going to be bigger. I mean, because
Yeah,
people they're gonna look at Pitbull, they're gonna like, okay, he's real small. Andy Dalton,
yeah. I think yeah,
Dalton just did what he
he
did
has
with
some
Matias.
unfinished business anyway. So yeah, yeah, we don't know how that goes though. Uh,
So
yeah,
I don't know, but like I said, I don't see any fight at 40 outside of a unification that's bigger than rematching Matthias at this point right now because Dalton is still not known in the United States. People, if whoever watched the fight last night, and people that's hearing it this morning are like, "Oh, dang, I gotta go watch the replay or whatever." They probably paying attention to it now, but a lot of people still don't know who Dalton is like that. So it's just a matter of do we have a fight that's bigger? If there's not a rematch clause, does he have a fight bigger on the table than rematching Matthias? I don't think he does. I don't think he has a bigger fight. I heard people. I heard one of my brothers say last night, "Oh, if he can't get a unification, I want to see him move up to fight Devin Haney." I'm like,
oh,
where is Devin Haney coming in this conversation
cause
for?
they just be people don't be knowing what the fuck they be talking about. You know what? Let me shut up. Let me
I'm
shut
like,
up,
no,
man.
no. You throwing Devin Haney in the conversation. Devin Haney ain't got nothing to do with this conversation.
They
Oh,
give
but you
get
don't think it's a big money fight for Dalton? I'm like, dog, how was that a big money fight for Dalton? Who said Dalton gonna get a boatload of money? He's not a champion at 47. He's a champion at 40.
y'all
He's
give me
not gonna
y'all
get a
they
bunch
well
of money
listen. Why
by
don't y'all
40.
keep do me a favor? All right, hold on. I gotta say this because this is free. Forgive me, but I'm gonna need y'all to keep Devin Haney's corn out of your mouths because I can't say the other word. Every time the conversation comes up, y'all got to keep bringing him up in a weight class that he's not even in. I'm sick of y'all. Keep that man's corn out of your mouths. Like, damn.
I'm like, dog, I'm like, y'all, you trying to move him to 47 for what? Oh, what's a big money fight? It's not a big money fight for Dalton. Yes, he probably get a little bit extra coins, but he's not a champion at 47.
Like, y'all get me sick. Everything is Devin. Shut up.
What's going on? What's going on, Mel? What's going on,
Y'all
Zay?
could be
What's going
talking
on,
about
Josh?
somebody at y'all could be talking about somebody at 126, and y'all be like, yeah, well, if he wants a real fight, let him go from 126 to 147 to fight Devin. Like, what is you? I'm sick of y'all, man.
He's a
I'm sick of y'all.
DC Ballhead is a supporting actor. Yeah, I get paid a lot of money for my ball head.
You don't think it'll be a big money fight? Y'all don't even know big money. Y'all be talking about y'all always talking this big money shit, and half of y'all ain't got big money. Half of y'all living from check to check, and y'all keep talking about somebody with big money. Y'all don't even know no big money when you see it.
Nah,
Yeah, like, they won't
like
fight
I
him though,
said,
bro.
I don't. I mean, that was a. I mean, he's a Devin Haney fan. That's why he brought it up. But I'm like, oh, that he
No,
ain't got
listen,
no part in this
that's
conversation.
and that's cool. But the problem is for somebody to always want to keep calling Devin out or mention his name, but then nobody steps up to the plate.
What's
It's
going
like,
on, little
stop.
brother? I'm like, oh, y'all get on my nerves. Keep bringing his name up for no reason. He ain't got nothing to do with this conversation. Y'all bringing his name up. I'm like, oh, let that man fight at 47 and
Let
let
that man
Brando
fight
do
that.
this
Let
at
that man be
47.
great at 47. Because the problem is, whatever Devin does at 47, y'all still complain about it. It ain't never. It don't matter what he do, because it ain't never good enough for y'all. It ain't never good enough for y'all. No matter what he do, it ain't never good enough for y'all.
What's going
It don't
on,
matter
Anthony?
what that
Hold
man do. That man could whoop Tank Davis, Keyshawn Davis, and Shakur in the same year, and y'all still sit there and say, "Well, that ain't nothing. He should go fight Jake Paul." Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
on. No, that I'm like, man, this man Dalton just won the championship at 40. You
Like,
talking
Jesus
about
Christ.
moving up to 47 to fight Devin? My dog, come on now. Don't nobody know who Dalton Smith is. That's not a big money fight. He won a title at 40. Let's see if
What's up,
he
y'all?
can
I see y'all
defend
out
the
there. What
title.
up?
Let's see if he
Like, I
can
don't
defend the
understand
title
that
right
the
now.
dudes do that. And I go, and he should fight him. And guess what? Let's just say free if that was to happen, right? Let's just say if that was to happen. The first thing, if Devin was to go demolish him, you know what they'll say? Who was Dalton Smith?
I'm gonna say who was Dalton Smith if he move up to fight Devin Haney right now? If they if
What the fuck are we talking
First of
about?
all, Turkey's probably not gonna pay for that fight because Devin is supposed to get paid
Oh,
14 million for his next fight with Turkey. Turkey's probably not gonna pay for that fight. But if they was to
no,
send a contract to Dalton
probably.
Smith to fight Devin Haney and Devin Haney and they accept, people gonna be like, why are you fighting Dalton Smith? Nobody is gonna give Devin Haney credit for fighting Dalton Smith.
No. No. So these people that these
They'll
so-called
give
fake fans
they'll give
that think
more
they
credit
want that,
They'll give more credit to Dalton Smith for fighting Devin Haney. They're not gonna give Devin Haney credit for fighting Dalton Smith. Y'all be getting the game mixed up. Is if you got a bigger man at a weight class, he's fighting a smaller man. The bigger man don't get the credit. It's the smaller man that's moving up gets the credit.
yeah,
He's fighting a smaller man. Why would he get
yeah,
credit? The same way with Canelo Alvarez. I said it about Jamel Charlo. I said it about Bud Crawford. If Canelo Alvarez beats Jamel and beats Bud, he don't get no credit. They get the credit. They're the smaller men moving up.
yeah.
When Canelo beat Jamel, I didn't give Canelo no credit. I said, congratulations on your win. But you won't get no credit from me. When Bud beat Canelo, Bud got all of the credit. He was the smaller man moving up. He gets all of the credit.
Let me tell
Not
you something.
if,
When Canelo
if
fought,
Canelo move up and fight Usyk right now, you think Usyk gonna get credit for beating
no,
Canelo? No.
that's just like when Canelo fought Amir Khan. I gave Amir Khan all the credit. Yeah, people made it fun of him being knocked out, but I said, damn, Khan got in there and he hung with Canelo until he got caught. Until he got what's that 6 rounds and he got caught with that shot. I gave him all the credit, Amir Khan. I looked at Canelo like, man, if you don't get your ass up out of here, get your
Like
ass.
you don't give the credit to the bigger man fight the smaller man. That's why Lamont Roach got all of the credit for fighting Tank Davis to a draw. Even though it was a draw, he still got all the credit. He was the smaller guy
Yeah,
moving up.
yeah, yeah,
It is what it is.
yeah. But yeah, people, and then like I said, y'all fake Devin Haney fans sit there and say, I want to see him do this and do that, and then when the man go do it, you criticize him because that's what you're gonna do. Like y'all need to just stop, man.
I
Stop,
don't know.
stop,
Like I said, Dog Smith
stop.
had a great outing last night. He surprised a
Yeah,
lot of people.
I ain't got
I
the
wasn't.
conversation ain't got nothing to do with. We watched the 140 fight, and y'all stop bringing up 47s. Like, what the fuck does that got to do with last night? Like, damn, yo, y'all make boxing conversations boring. I swear, y'all make it boring. Y'all make it
It
so
just,
boring.
I mean, like I said, I have no problem with Devin Haney fans. They want to see Devin Haney get in fights, but y'all just be throwing his name out here with
Yeah,
guys
but you
that
can't just be
you
throwing
know
his
damn
name in
well
anything
that fight is not happening next.
because the next thing you know is I want to see Jerron Boots Henderson, Devin Haney at 54 and shit. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. What are we talking about?
I wasn't even saying I wanted to see Devin Haney and Jerron Booth Ennis at 147 when Devin was at 40. No, I want to see Jerome fight the guys that's at 47. Why would I want to see him fight somebody that's at 40? It makes no sense.
Like, this is
Y'all,
how
y'all,
y'all don't
y'all starving for a superstar instead of just letting the superstar become.
let it happen when it happens. And then when somebody tell you they don't want to see it, the first thing y'all say is, you don't think it'll be a big money fight?
There
Y'all
was
keep
no
mentioning money. Why y'all worrying about money? Y'all broke asses ain't getting nothing that these fighters are making. Why y'all worrying about money all the time? This is what I don't get.
there was no
Y'all
superstar
broke
made,
asses ain't getting nothing.
no superstar was made overnight. Floyd Mayweather fought to become a superstar. Oscar De La Hoya fought to become a superstar. Sugar Ray Leonard fought to become a superstar. Mike Tyson fought.
Jesus
Muhammad
Christ.
Ali fought. All these superstars that was in the sport of boxing throughout the years, they fought to become where they was. They wasn't a superstar overnight. You're not going to make a superstar overnight.
No, no.
There's level to this.
These
You,
guys,
you never seen it happen. You probably would never see it happen.
these guys work hard at being where they be. Devin will be right back. He'll be back in there again. We're gonna see him. We don't know who it'll be, but it
I
doesn't
mean,
matter because whoever it is, I'm going to watch them. I'm
like
going to watch whoever it is.
right now, Devin Haney don't have a fight on the table.
No.
He can't get the Lewis Crocker fight because the IBF mandated Liam Power to fight Lewis Crocker, so that fight is off the table. Rolly said he's not fighting, so that fight is off the table. And Ryan and Mario Barrios is about to fight, so that fight is off the table. So at this point, Devin Haney got one or two options. He can either wait to find out the winner of Mario Barrio and Ryan Garcia to see if he gets that fight, or he could fight somebody in his sanctioning body.
Yeah.
There's options
I,
in the
I just,
sanctioning body.
I just, I just read this morning that fight was supposed to be set for. I guess they're trying to get it for the 21st of February.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, they're
So
trying
he
to
can,
get
he
that
can,
for the
he can
21st
either
of
fight
February.
somebody that's at the in his sanctioning body, one of the top tens in his sanctioning body, or he could wait around to find out what's going to happen with the Mario Barrio fight. Because
The problem is,
if
we.
he wait, if he waits till Devin Haney just fought in what November. If he waits till the end of February, he's going to have about three options open. He's going to have about three options open, and at that point, you can choose which option you want. You can choose what option you want at that point. You'll have the winner of Mario Barrios right there. You will have somebody in your sanctioning body, and you'll have probably either Keyshawn or Shakur move up to 47 because that's what their next move is supposed to be.
Well, Key already made it clear that's definitely one of his options. He's made that clear numerous times in a lot of interviews that that's definitely one of his plans to go to 47. He done made that clear because he keeps saying, "I get to 47, I'm going after that big fight," and we like the
So
big
he can,
fight.
like I say, he can wait till the end of February, and he'll have about three options open.
Yeah, but everybody just needs to be patient, free. That's the problem. Everybody's rushing for shit. Be patient. Be patient.
I mean, the problem is a lot of people want a big fight every time somebody steps in the ring. Every
Every
fight is
time.
not going to
Every time.
every fight is not going to be a big fight.
This is
You're
why I
going to
say y'all
have
don't know. This is why I say y'all don't know shit. They don't know nothing about how boxing works. They think they know because I've been watching it 20 years. That don't mean shit. Y'all don't know how it works. Every fight is not going to be a big fight. Sometimes you can't get. I told y'all this last year and the year before. Sometimes you can't get both sides to agree. Sometimes the money ain't right. So when you see your favorite fighter go fight this guy, and then this guy's favorite fighter go fight this guy, now you're saying, why is it that these guys are not fighting each other? Sometimes shit happens. Every fight is not going to be a big fight. Like, why do we have to keep explaining this to y'all slow asses in 2026? Oh, because I want to see it. Nobody gives a shit about what you want to see. Nobody cares.
like
Nobody
I said,
cares.
I said this a long time ago, and one of the coaches said the exact same thing I said. I said if you get these guys, if you say, okay, I want to see these guys fight this person, this person, this person, and this person. Well, if they fight all those guys within the next 2 or 3 years, who else do they fight? They fought everybody you
I
want
don't
to see them
understand
fight.
that.
Who else do they fight? Because
You know what? It's like
according
being
to you, you
hey,
only want to
free,
see them in there with these fighters. That's the only fighters
free,
that you want see them anywhere.
it's like being at work, right? And when you know you have a job where you're working in a warehouse or somewhere, and they tell you, "Yo, don't work so fast, because if you work so fast, you won't have no more work to do. It ain't gonna be no take your time, so the work will last." Like you said, if they take on all that this year, what's left for them?
Yeah, that was like, no, what? If you only want to see them fight these guys, well, if they knock out all those guys within the next 2 or 3 years, you're not gonna watch them anymore
No,
because you
now
only
it's gonna
want
be like now it's gonna be uh I want to see somebody at 35 move up to 47. I
to.
bet.
I'm like, no,
Like,
it never
come on,
happened the way you wanted to happen. People wanted to see Floyd fight certain people. He ended up
Josh. They don't
fighting
understand
some.
that, Josh.
He
You,
ended up fighting them, but he didn't fight him when you wanted to fight him. He fought him when he fought him. It's
they
the
don't
same thing.
understand
It's the
that.
same thing with Sugar Ray Leonard. Same thing with Mike Tyson. Same thing with Lennox Lewis. Same thing with Holyfield. They fought guys at specific times for whatever reason, but it wasn't back to back to back to back to back because it doesn't work like that. Everybody's not
I,
going to agree all the time back to back.
no, no, and once again, these guys still don't understand that. So when you sit there and say, "Yeah, 2026 should be a year that we should get everything we want," not necessarily, not
I mean,
necessarily, because there's still some fights out there that they're building it. And some fights make sense, some don't. It's all business. Rather we like the business of boxing or not, rather we agree with it or not, at the end of the day, I told y'all this, that the powers that be, the people who run the sport of boxing, have a way of reminding you who's in charge. So a lot of times, what you think you're gonna get, you don't get, and then you go, that shit don't make no sense. And then free, you go, well, how does it not make no sense if that's that man's mandatory? Why is that his
this is
mandatory? That's his
this is
fucking mandatory. What do you? We
this is
don't
the
make the
problem that I
rules.
have. This is the problem that I have with fans. Everybody say you work smarter, not harder, but everybody forget about that when it comes to sport of boxing. They want everybody to work hard when it comes to the sport of boxing.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
They don't want nobody to be smart about making money. They want them to work for their money.
It's
But
just like,
everybody else,
but it's
for
just like
everybody
what
else,
we
they want
do.
to be smart about how they make their money.
It's like what we do as content creators. We got to. It's the same thing. Because other than that, if you don't do it, then of course you're not going to be irrelevant. It's the same thing on here. This is why I say I don't understand why y'all act like y'all don't understand that. Y'all so-called fans can't be that damn slow. You can't be that slow. You can't be that stupid. You can't be that lost. You can't be that misguided. You can't. Free. I don't care. It ain't about being the smartest person. They cannot be that damn slow. They can't. Marky
Who said
Dan,
that,
what's up,
Marky
my
Dad?
brother? Can't be. But like you said, Free, they forgot about that in boxing. Oh, I just want you to work hard. This guy should fight this guy. I don't care if this guy's coming from 35 and he could come from 35 to 54 to fight this guy. Then damn it, Free, who are we to say that they can't fight? What?
Everybody, everybody keeps saying, "I just want to see the best fights."
No,
Well,
you don't.
you're not going to get the best fight every time a person steps in the ring. You're
I'm not
not.
listening to that.
And,
In
and,
2026,
and
I'm not listening
necessarily,
to any of that. I'm
necessarily
not listening to
consecutive.
nobody on no channel, no panel, no none of that. I don't give a damn how much subscribers you got. I don't care how much people on your channel think they're a fan. I'm not listening to nobody in 2026 from now to the 31st of December that's going to try to convince me that all they want to see is the best fights. But then who you saying should fight makes sense? I'm not listening to none of that shit this year. Y'all can miss me with that.
No,
You
but
can
necessarily,
miss me
even
with that shit.
if you don't think that it's the best fight, the best doesn't mean that it's not going to be a good fight because
Oh, it
most
means
people didn't know who Dalton Smith was, but that was a hell of a fight last night. That was a hell of a fight.
Um,
Most people,
not
most
only
people
it was
didn't.
a hell of a fight, the card was a good card. Because we
Most
seen a
people
lot
didn't
of
know.
people get their ass stopped. Keith Cologne went out there and made homie do the stinky leg and
Yeah,
like, the card.
most people didn't know who Sam Noakes was, but that was one of the fights of the year in
I tell
Canada.
you what though, Free, too, when I noticed something, it was a decent crowd.
Yeah.
It was a decent crowd. I was like, oh shit, we
It's
might
a
have one.
just because you don't know the fighter, and he's not one of the notable names, doesn't mean that the dude can't fight. Doesn't mean that it's
um,
not going to be a good fight. It
do you
usually
know how
don't
many
be a good
people?
fight, but it
Not
doesn't mean
now.
that all of them not.
You know how many people are gonna eventually jump on the Keith Cologne bandwagon? Watch and see. If they haven't yet, they will free. But we have had conversations with him. We've been around him. We didn't talk to him. I met him,
Absolutely.
like I said, when he was in his last year as an amateur. A lot of people, just like when you mention him, and people go, I don't know nothing about him. I heard y'all mention him. I seen y'all in the yeah, I ain't really into kid.
I mean,
Watch.
you didn't
He's gonna
did
make a lot of y'all a believer in 2026 for the people who know about him. Just watch. He's still in the beginning of his career, but watch. Just watch. Pay attention to him now. Not you, free, but for the people who don't know, pay attention. He gonna make a lot of y'all believers.
yeah, I mean, if they don't know who Keith Cologne is, um, they haven't been paying attention because he's been on multiple channels. We did multiple interviews with him. He's been on multiple people's channels. He's been in multiple fights now where he was
Facts, Josh.
a part of the card. So if you don't know who Keith Cologne is, you just ain't been paying attention.
Or you don't want to pay
Oh,
attention because, like I always say, y'all are comfortable with just who you know. Admit that. Don't say I'm a boxing fan. Say I'm just a fan of who I'm comfortable with, who I'm more familiar with. Because I sit around and I watch a lot of these DAZN cards free. Half of these people, I can't tell you who the fuck they are.
it's the
I
same
can't tell you
thing.
who they are free.
It's the same thing that people
Now
were
watch
saying
it.
to me. It's the same thing people were saying to me when I said Abdullah Mason is next up. I had Abdullah Mason. I had 2 years ago. I had Abdullah Mason on my in my top 10 pound for pound fighter. They were like, "What?" I was like, "I don't make my pound for pound the way y'all make your pound for pound. I look at the skill level. I don't care nothing about accomplishment because I know people get opportunity that other people don't get. I don't care nothing about the
Can I
accomplishment.
ask you
I'm
something
looking at the
free?
skill level.
Is your pound if is your pound for pound supposed to look like everybody? I thought your pound for pound is supposed to look like the way you want it to look, not everybody else, because who you got on your list, everybody else may not have. Like the thing is, oh, we don't put heavyweights on the pound for pound, but let's say you got a heavyweight on your pound for pound. Can
Yeah.
somebody tell you you don't know shit about boxing? Not
I
because you just put a
feel
heavyweight, but because who you put. Like if you put Usyk, let's just say if you put Usyk, number one, let's just say if you put him, somebody go free, you out of your fucking mind. First of all, he's a heavyweight, and two, how do you have him as number one?
yeah. I mean, like I said, I do my pound for pound based off how the pound for pound criteria was made. I don't put any heavyweights in there. Like, oh well, Usyk moved up to heavyweight. Well, he's considered a heavyweight now, so he's not on the pound for pound. He's been eliminated from pound for pound because he's a heavyweight
Yeah,
now. He's eliminated. So I go based off of what the pound for pound was originally made
yeah,
from.
Josh Sanders. That's a
What
fact.
it was
School
originally
Davis, yeah,
made
yeah,
from.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
go the pound for pound was originally made from if these guys were the same size, skill for skill, outside of heavyweight. If these guys was the same size, who do you believe will win? That's how I base my pound for pound on. That's what I base it off. I don't go by no accomplishment or none of that. I go based off. That's why I only do pound for pound one time a year. Everybody niggas do it 2 or 3 times a year. I have no nothing against y'all. That's what y'all want to do. That's what y'all want to do. I do it
Yeah.
one time per year. At the end of the year, I redo my pound for pound based off of all of the fights that I've seen for the year. I say, okay, that's all these fights. Based off what I've seen, this is what my pound for pound is going into the new year.
Yeah. And can't nobody take that from you or change mindset or how you look at
What's
things
going on,
because
Cam Ross?
Champ Ross, what up, my guy?
I was just speaking about you
Um,
earlier.
but that card was amazing. It was great. Um, Shout out to Dalton Smith. We'll see what
Hey,
what
I'm gonna tell you.
Eddie
I'm
has
gonna tell you
planned for
something else
him.
that I tell you too yesterday that a lot of people probably didn't catch. The Kopolov card. He ain't got no shot with Usyk, dog.
Yeah,
People keep saying, "Oh, well, he's a great body puncher." Yeah, he is. But I also see that he has problem with guys that got footwork. That man couldn't. He
Yeah,
couldn't get out of the.
somebody pointed that out to me, and I was like, oh,
He
I
couldn't
was
get
like,
out of the
yeah,
way of that dude's jab or his right hand. That man was getting caught with shots. By the end of round one, that man, Kavala was busted up. By the end of round one, I'm like, dang, that
yeah,
was round one. I'm like, nah,
yeah.
he not beating no Usyk. I
Let me
mean,
tell you something.
he probably if Usyk get old overnight, he probably can beat Usyk. But based off of what I seen with Usyk last fight, and based on what I seen from Kavala last fight, with the experience that dude only had 17 fights. He only had
Yeah,
17.
yeah, I forgot that
I'm
was
like,
coming on yesterday. I'm glad I got to check that. I was like, when I saw that was on, I was like, okay, I got somewhere to go before the shit tonight. I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna sit and watch this, and I'm sitting there like, this is a scary dude. I'm like, God damn it.
I'm like,
And
nah, he not beating Usyk, dog. Kavala is a good fighter, but he ain't beating Usyk. He might beat a lot of these other guys, but based off of what I see,
I mean,
I
it's
know that if you got
levels to
some
this.
power, if you got some power, and you catch him, he can be put down because I saw his knees
See, but
buckled a
this
couple
is
of
the
times.
reason why we say free that everybody got to stop saying, I want to see this guy versus this guy. Why this guy can't move up to fight this guy? What makes you think like there's levels? Y'all don't think y'all understand there's levels to this shit. Just because you think that this guy can hang in there with this guy, yeah, it might look great on paper. But then when you get in there with your man, and your man get violated, you'll make up all type of excuses. Man, free, they threw him in there too quick. How is that when you asked for it? Oh, now,
Yeah.
oh, free. Now it's too quick. It's too quick
Same
now,
thing,
free.
the
They
same, the
asked
same,
for it.
the same thing they were saying about Erickson Lubin and Jamel Charlo. Oh,
Oh
he,
yeah,
he was in there too early. He was in there way too early. Well, that's what.
I
Now, I
guess.
wasn't saying that before the fight.
I guess he was way too early in there with Victor too, huh? I
Yeah,
mean
that was
Virgil. I guess with Virgil he was in there too early too, huh?
no. I was like, I kept telling
I'm
people, I
just
was like,
saying.
yo, I kept
What are we
telling
doing?
people, Erickson Lubin, he's chinny. He gets rocked every time you hit that man on the chin. He gets rocked, and I seen him get hurt way too many times. I said, Ursula Lubin is an okay fighter. He's just not good enough to be a champion. He's not good enough. He's an okay fighter. He'll beat the
Everybody.
average dude. He'll beat the average dude. But when you put him in there with the above average and the top level, I don't have Ursula Lubin
I
winning
think
against those
people
guys.
have this imagination in their mind because they want to see something. They have the fight made up in their mind before they see it, right? Free. They got it in their mind that they go to bed and they dream that my guy will whoop your guy's ass in their mind. And when the fight don't happen for whatever reason, we're pissed about it. And then when it do happen, we're making excuses. Man, it was too much clinching. The referee wouldn't let them fight. This happened, that happened. And I go, even though some of that do be true, because sometimes the refs do a little too much. But it's like, come on, we're not about to make all these excuses. Your
Same
man
thing.
lost. Your man lost. Your man got smoked. Accept it.
The same thing I said about Tank Davis and Lamont Roach. I said a lot of people writing Lamont Roach off. I'm like Lamont Roach is a good fighter, dog. He's not going to lay down for Tank Davis. And then when Lamont Roach fought Tank Davis to a draw, niggas was like, oh, Lamont Roach. I'm like, y'all wasn't saying this before the fight. Y'all was saying Lamont Roach was trash, that Tank Davis was going to walk through him.
Oh, he gonna get him out of there the same way he did Frank Martin. Give it about 4 or 5 rounds, and Lamont's out of there. I said, well, God to the damn.
I thought Tank Davis was going to stop him too, but I knew Lamont Roach wasn't trash. I'm like, no, Lamont Roach can fight. He ain't trash.
Um, I was more worried about him in the pit bull fight than I was the tank fight. Shit, the
Uh,
pit bull
I,
fight, I was like,
I saw how that was. I didn't think it was going to get
God. I
far,
said, God
but
darn it.
I was like, nah, Lamar Roach, he can't fight Pitbull the same way he fought Tank Davis. And he
No,
tried that at the beginning of the fight, and it cost him because he started coming
no.
on the second half of the fight, and it was just a little bit too late. It was
I
a little
said,
bit too
wait a
late.
minute. I said, wait a doggone minute. This pit bull is exactly what his name is, a freaking pit bull. Um, you think we see that again though? They going you think they're probably gonna run that back, right? You think they'll run that back?
Probably not.
Probably not, right?
Probably not. I mean, to be honest with you, the only way I would say that they would run it back is if they did a lot of money. They didn't do a lot on the pay per view, and
Thomas.
they didn't do a lot on the pay per view, and the gate didn't do a lot. So it's probably not a lot of money built up for that fight. I mean, they can possibly build it up to make it if both of them become champion and they try to unify, then I can see it happen again. But Lamar Roach got a broken hand right now, so he's nursing his broken hand.
Oh, I
So
didn't
he,
even know he had. I didn't even know he had a broken hand.
yeah, he broke his hand in the fight. Um, that's why you
Oh, I
haven't
mean,
heard.
yeah. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah. I forgot you mentioned that at the
That's
conference.
why
Yeah, yeah.
nobody heard from Lamar Roach because he broke his hand. He broke his hand in the fight, and you haven't heard everybody like, what Lamar Roach do? The man is at home nursing his broken hand. He can't fight nobody for at least 6 months.
Like I
At
think they
least
be
six
want to
months.
see him in the gym with his hand broke and a glove on the other one punching the bag. Look, y'all, I'm still working. I'm still
What,
active, y'all. Don't worry,
like,
I'm
I'm
coming
like,
back.
what you want the man to do? Say, oh, when I come back, this is what I want to fight next. No, the man got to make sure his hand's straight. Because sometimes a broken bone don't heal right. They got to go back in and re-break it so it can heal right. He got to wait for his
Just
hand to
like
heal
somebody
first.
was like, it's like people was like, when we gonna see Sebastian Fedor? I said, did y'all forget he's still see the people. This is why I know none of y'all never
Yeah,
broke a
I did,
bone.
Thomas. I did. You sitting up there looking like Justin Timberlake. That's all you.
Yeah, still.
I saw you sitting there looking like Justin Timberlake with a new artist.
Yo, I was trying to forget about that picture, man. I really was trying to forget about that picture. I really was, man. Just for a second, I was trying to forget about that picture.
Yeah,
Come
nah,
on, Free. You gotta
his
let
face was
Thomas
swelled
live.
up.
Let Thomas live. Let him live.
His face was
Let him
swelled
live.
up. Yeah, you got. I said that they was throwing leather in there. It wasn't like Dalton Smith just he was just able to last longer than Matthias. He took the shots
I'll tell
that
you what.
Matthias couldn't take. He
We
caught
got
Matthias
outside that
behind
bar.
that.
We got.
He caught Matthias behind the ear, knocked his equilibrium off,
You know what's so
and
crazy?
that was it.
Because when we got outside the Barclay, that picture I took with him before taking the picture, I said, "Yo, let me get a picture with the champ." Somebody was like, "The champ?" It's like Matthias is the champ. You know what Smith said? Smith said, "Yeah, he know. He know. Title change hands tomorrow." Now I'm just talking shit because I call every fighter a champ, even when they not. Any man that could get in that ring and do that for a living, I always call him a champ, rather if they have a title or not. But damn, we didn't think that was. I mean, damn, I'd be lying if I say I saw that coming. Not no fifth round, and damn sure not him getting slumped like that. You know, shit. And I think if he'd have put a little more on it, Matias probably wouldn't have got up at all. Cause I
Yeah,
didn't think he was gonna get up for you. I was like, man, oh shit. Then when he was moving, I said, he Gucci. When he stumbled back, I said, oh god damn it, Matias. Ah,
yeah,
but it was a good one. The car was good. Um, I know a lot of us was worried. The promotion was a little off, but they are a new promotion company. First time in New York doing something. I think it was great where they'll come back to New York again. We don't know if they'll go back to the Barclays. They could possibly come back to the Garden, to the theater. We don't know, but I got contact with the people in there, so I'm gonna be reaching out and trying to keep up with them, and hopefully they'll come on back. But yeah, it was great. Um, I think this year, we're just gonna see a lot of interesting things happen. But shouts to Eddie Hearn, man, getting that good old bag, getting that good old bag, man. Shout outs to him, man. Yo, I see your man Keyshawn been going on a rant, man. That man talking about he gonna
man,
whoop Ortiz ass, man.
man, Keyshawn's always on a rant. That nigga he need to be on Ritalin. He need to be on Ritalin. That man, stay acting like he got ADD. Like, if you don't sit your ass down, eyes all bugged out. I'm like, they tested you positive. They tested you positive for marijuana. They need to check to see if you got coke in your system. Eyes be all bugged out. Sit your ass down somewhere.
Wait a minute, Free, don't
Oh,
do
he
that,
saw
man.
what they say I'm gonna do when I win. What they say I'm gonna do when I knock him out. What they gonna say? I'm like, man, if you don't sit your ass down,
No, 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 Free, don't do that. Oh shit, yo, Free, you prove it.
you be on Ritalin.
Oh shit, he said, yo, that man.
I swear that man be acting like he
Oh,
just got finished. He acted like he was just sitting up there with Scarface floating the
Free, you an
whole desk of
asshole.
coke. That
Yo,
man
you an
be
ass, man. You really are, yo. You
Nah, that
stupid,
nigga
Free.
be
What's
acting
wrong
like
with you, man?
he was sitting right
Oh
there
my
next to
god.
Al Pacino, snorting the whole desk full of coke. That nigga eyes be all
You
wide.
know
I'm
what?
like,
That man probably so happy to be back in boxing because he didn't know what was going to happen to him last year. Because I swear they were trying to. We didn't know when he was going to come back.
you
That
can
man's so
tell
happy to be back. Yeah, he should be happy to be back because he has a son. He has a mouth to feed, and it's not
that's
like
probably
he just got
that's
him.
probably why he did what he did. He probably was high out of his mind.
Oh, when the incident happened with. Oh yeah, well yeah,
He was high out of his mind. And then sit your coke
yeah.
snorting ass down somewhere.
This motherfucker Free, man. This motherfucker Free.
They were like, oh, this nigga D Free said this nigga Keyshawn on coke. I said he act like he is.
Yeah, I mean, when we got around him at the guard, I mean, I've been around him before, and as you can see, that interview I had, when we all had when he was talking, seemed to be relaxed, and he's just saw Africa, and that shit just went to another level. I said, "Uh oh, here we go,
He saw
here we
he went
go."
to another level when he saw Africa, but when Frank Martin walked up on him, that nigga act like he saw a ghost. That nigga was like, hey,
Well, they
man,
call him Frank Martin the Ghost, don't they? They call him the Ghost. That's what
hold
they
up.
call Martin the Ghost.
What's going on,
And he
man? He
did
was like, yeah, so what you want to do, man?
which, yeah.
Keyshawn was like, Keyshawn turned around and saw with a crowd of people right there. He was like,
No, you know
yeah,
why that was my
what's up, man?
favorite week? Because that was the week that Earl and Crawford fought, right? They
I
did all
think,
that
yeah,
there, right? That week?
I think that was the press conference.
I like how he was talking to what you call it from Fight Hub, and he just stopped the interview and just saw. He was like,
That
"Keyshawn."
nigga said, hold up. He said, hold up, I'll be right back. Keyshawn, what's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? Let's make the
Hey,
fight.
tell me that's not some bullshit. You ain't never talked to one of your homies. You ain't
Hold up.
never talked to one of your homies. If they see somebody they had an issue with, yo, hold on, Free. Hold on. Yo, yo,
That nigga
come
was
here.
like, that nigga was sitting there talking. He's like, yeah, so I'm trying to get another fight. Hold on, I'll be right back. He's like, so what you gonna do? What's your next move? He's like, yeah, I'm trying to get another fight. Hold up, I'll be right back. Keyshawn, what you say? What's all that energy now?
Yo,
Keyshawn was like, hold up, I ain't know this nigga was up here. Y'all ain't tell me
I'm
this nigga was in
laughing. I'm laughing because that's exactly what he did, though. That was the funny shit. He did it exactly that way. And when I first watched it, I was like, "What the fuck is he doing?" And then when I heard him say Keyshawn, I said, "Oh shit." I said, "Oh, here we go.
That's how
They
you know.
don't
That's how
fight.
you know
Please
a
don't
nigga.
fight."
That's how you know a nigga is really about to smoke. When a nigga stop his own interview and pull up on another nigga. That's when you know
Yeah.
a nigga really about that smoke. That nigga was like, yeah, I'm trying to get a fight, man. We got something in the work. Hold on, Keyshawn, what the fuck you say? Ah, that nigga Keyshawn was shook. He like this nigga
Hey,
wrong. Keyshawn
hey,
was shook.
I tell you, Free. This is why I love being a part of boxing, and this is why I love being at these weigh-ins and these press conferences because when them cameras go off, only way that you catch this shit is the media. This is why they have to appreciate us. Because if it wasn't for us being there catching some of this shit, they wouldn't see none of this. Like when Africa and Keyshawn ran to, I said, "Oh yeah, I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens with this."
Sounds just like man, right there. Man, come here.
Big Dream.
Man, come
Big
here.
Dream is that's the illest baby in the whole United States right there. Ain't nobody popping like my son Dreams, huh? My man Dream get it in. I mean, when he get to New
Yeah,
York, he gonna walk around the whole New York City when he get up here.
hey, what's
Big
up?
Dream. What you
You said,
playing, Dream?
what you playing?
Oh man, he got his hair done over. I see, and then that's your other grandbaby, right?
Yeah, that's his sister. They playing a game together.
Oh, look at them! I tell you what, boy, they keep their hair laced, man. I tell you that. I tell you that. They hair they hair is always on point. I be seeing some of these kids and they hair be looking crazy. They hair is always on point. What's up, Dream?
Oh, say what's
What's
up?
up, Dream? Did you eat? You ate this morning? Oh Lord, you dropped the thing. You ate this morning, Dream? What you eat this morning? Did you eat anything this morning?
I ate some chips.
You ate some chips?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, some chips, man. What kind of chips you had?
Premiums.
Okay, well you save me some. I'm gonna come get some chips. Save me some.
But you were in New York City.
I know I'm in New York City. I know. When you come to New York City, bring me some chips, okay?
How am I?
All right, man. I love you. Be good, man.
How?
All
I would
right.
bring you chips.
All right.
I would bring you chips.
Yeah, you gonna give me some chips, man. All right?
All right.
What kind of trouble?
That's my man, Big Dream, man. Y'all smash the like button for my man, Big Dream. Y'all gotta smash the like button, man. I'm gonna see you later, Dream. Be good.
They say, have you been shooting people with your gun that I bought you for Christmas?
Oh man, he been hitting people.
Yeah, he been shooting people. He shot me a couple of times. That nigga shot me one time in my back. I wasn't paying attention. I was like,
He
nigga,
said he
stop.
shot me in my back. You let him
I
shoot you in
wasn't
your
paying
back?
That nigga shot me. I was going to the back room. He had it sitting up right here, and that nigga shot me dead in my back.
I'm
Oh
the Grinch.
man,
I'm the Grinch. I'm the Grinch.
All right, y'all go back in
he
the
about
room.
he about to shoot the camera. He's about to shoot
He
the
was
camera
about
just
to.
now.
He couldn't pick it up. He was about to, but they got it
He's
over
about
in
to
the
shoot
corner.
the
They got
camera.
all their stuff.
Let me show you. Let me show you how this works. Bow. Nah, but 140 is interesting, man. Really interesting, and I can't wait to see how everything plays out. I'm anxious to see what Eddie Hearn has in store for Dalton. But right now, Dalton is allowed to sit around and rest. Uh, and then hopefully in these next 2 months or whatever, we'll figure out what they got going for him. Teach, what up? I see you.
What's going on, Teach? Yeah,
That
no.
was
Because I
amazing.
have
140,
a question for you. Since you
140
know the food.
is interesting.
I
I'm
got a
waiting to
question for
see
you. You right behind
how
you.
this
Look. You got your
how
exercise.
this
Look up.
Shakur
Look at
and
my room.
Tio fight going down in about 2 weeks. See how that fight
Yeah,
gonna go down.
yeah.
Because that's gonna tell everything. That fight right there. I think holds the key to how a lot of stuff is gonna play out in 2026 because of Shakur can win that fight and then he moves to 47. That belt is gonna be vacant. The linear is gonna be vacant. And so is T.O. going to stay at 40 or is he going to move to 47? Um, is T.O.
Who?
going to
You
take
talking
the
about
split?
Core? You talking about Core or T.O. going to
No,
47?
Shakur's going to go to 47, but is T.O. going to go to 47? Now that he lost his belt at 40, is he going to move up to 47 or is he going to try to fight for his vacant belt now? Um, if T.O. beats Shakur, does Shakur still goes to 47, or do he goes back down to 35?
Well,
Because he's
I
still
mean, if it
the
was up to you,
WBC champion at 35.
what would be more entertaining? I don't really know too many bodies at 47. Not to say there's no bodies there. There's a lot of bodies there. I'm just familiar with a lot more people at 40. Because when I think of the 40, I could sit here and name 5, 6 fighters. I can't name too many at 47. But what would you like to see him do though? And if you saw him at 47, let's just say T.O. He happens to get this W and he goes to 47. Who would you like to see him with at 47?
Um, what I would like to see T.O. do, he's probably not going to do. I would like to see T.O. move up and fight one of the champions, but knowing T.O., he's probably going to move up and get a tune up before he fight one of the champions at 47. If he wins against Shakur, he's probably going to move up, get a tune up, and claim he's the best guy at 47 and all this other stuff because he beat Loma, he beat Josh Taylor, he beat Shakur. Yeah, there's a lot of good names, but none of those guys fought at 47. So that doesn't make you the best guy. You might be one of the biggest names at 47, but that doesn't mean you're the best guy at 47.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's how T.O. moved. T.O. he gets a victory over a notable name, and he gets big headed. He all of a sudden he feel like he's invincible, and everybody is beneath him. But in reality, you fought guys that was at a smaller weight class. You didn't fight these guys at 47. So I don't know what T.O. is going to do. But Shakur,
You think that this time around T.O. might have put his foot in his mouth? I mean, this is Shakur. He may not be everybody's favorite fighter, but this is going to be a great fight. Some people say they split it down and say that it's 50-50, but let's just be honest. What really happens in this? Because this is different for
it's
him.
a me personally,
Shit.
unless
Go ahead.
unless T.O. try to put on for the fans, I think this is going to be a very boring fight because both of these guys are counter punchers, and they're going to be waiting for the other person to make a mistake. They're not going to really open up like that. But if T.O. tries to put on for the fans, I think T.O. would try to make it exciting. He will come forward, which would be a bad thing in his game plan by coming forward on Shakur because Shakur is a better counterpuncher than T.O. is coming forward. You could say the same thing for T.O. as a counterpuncher with Shakur coming forward, but I think Shakur is good coming forward because he doesn't overexert himself and he looks for certain shots. Shakur, the most I ever seen Shakur throw in one setting was about 3 punches. Never seen Shakur really put together a 4 or 5 punch combination. He'll throw about 3 punches together, and then he'll go back into the defense to see what you're going to do. With T.O. will let his hands go, but he's not defensively sound. So I don't. I think it's going to be somewhat of a boring fight, especially early on. It's going to be they're going to be filling each other out, see which one is going to do what, and it's going to be boring. I will be shocked if they get right to the action from the opening bell.
Um, yeah, I didn't look at it like that. It's gonna be a good one though.
Now, I don't think Shakur have to fight T.O. like he fought Zepeda. I think if Shakur fight how he normally fights, Shakur can beat T.O. very easy if he fights how he normally fights because that means T.O. will have to come forward and press the action. Shakur has a longer arm reach, so he has no problem sitting on the outside and just catching T.O. with a jab and a counter right hand all night. He has no problem with that. Shakur has no problem with it being a boring fight. T.O. is more so the one that got to put on for the fans. He wants to be a showboat and put on for the fans. So I see T.O. getting outside of his game plan before Shakur would get outside of his game plan.
Yeah. But either way you look at it, it's definitely it's gonna be worth seeing, man. Uh, can't wait. We got what you say, another 2 weeks. So we'll
What you
see how
think is
that.
gonna what you think gonna happen in the Carissa Shields franchise cruise fight?
I'm not expecting. The first one wasn't bad, but I'm not expecting it to go like that. I want to give Franchon some credit because she is a good fighter. The gas tank is questionable. Hopefully, she's working on that. But I don't know if she has what it takes to beat her. I don't know if any of these women free. I'm just gonna be real with you, man. You're gonna have to
Well,
damn near. You're gonna have to damn near get a man and dress him up like a woman to probably have to fight Clarissa Shields to beat her. I just don't know. I
I'm
don't
gonna tell
know.
you what I noticed from Carissa Shields since she moved the heavyweight. I noticed her relying on a big shot. She she hasn't been the same type of fighter that she was at the smaller weight at 168, 160, 154. She hasn't been that fighter that relies on her hand speed and her boxing ability. She's been more so trying to get her opponent out of here. That first fight that she had at heavyweight and she knocked that girl out might have been the worst thing that happened to her because now I see her trying to land big shots instead of being a boxer
Um.
like she normally is.
Well. Hopefully, which I'm not gonna say hopefully. Um. Franchard Cruz knows that. She's very familiar with Carissa. They go way back. So the game plan that they have around this time around should be much different. Even if Franchard Cruz loses, it should. Like you said, it's always that one shot. And I didn't notice that till you said that that's what she'd be looking for. I never really paid attention to that because I'd be so into just watching her because I'm such a fan of watching and seeing what she do. But I never really paid attention to that. Now you're gonna have me going back and looking at her fights like, oh shit, he
If,
might have
if,
a
if,
valid point.
if you look at her at heavyweight, she's been really trying to knock her opponents out. She hasn't really been the boxer, and she's been getting caught with a lot of shots too. I seen her get caught when she fought
Yeah.
the last girl, Perkins. She got caught with some clean shots. It's just Perkins was like
I,
kind of like
I
stepping back when she was catching her. She wasn't stepping into the
I
punches.
I think she wanted to do that. If I'm not mistaken, when I watched her fight Savannah Marshall, if she could have, but she couldn't because Savannah got a head like a damn. I don't know what type of head that girl got. That
Savannah
girl made
Marshall
out of metal
is
and
Savannah Marshall
steel.
is the Tyson Fury of women boxing.
That girl got a strong neck like Katie Taylor. Like you ain't gonna just you ain't gonna just knock that girl out. It ain't gonna happen.
But yeah, that's why I think if she gets in there with somebody like a Sadasa Green, might be an upset in the making because I think
I'm gonna tell
Carissa,
you. I'm gonna tell you how they looking at it. They're looking at it just like they look at it with the men. You lost to this person. You couldn't even beat them. So what makes you think you could beat me? So it's messed up how you can get a black eye for not beating somebody that they feel like you should have beat so you could fight this person. And like she was mentioning, you couldn't get past the girl that I'm getting ready to fight now.
yeah,
So what
but
makes you think you could beat me? And it's the same way with the fellas. And I'll be like, all right, but what happens? Let's just say, because we seen this happen now, Free, with Ali, Frazier, and Foreman. We seen this happen. Where it's like,
but
yo, because Ali lose to this person, there's no way in hell he's gonna beat Foreman. No way in hell. And we see how that shit went. What if there's a chance that Shadeja Green went in there and did something that motherfuckers didn't see her doing from the get-go?
but see that's
What they
that's
gonna
the
say
thing.
then?
That's the same thing I said about the Dalton Smith and Matias fight last night. They were like, oh, see, Matias is easily beat. You could say that for three people. Everybody else, he wasn't a fight that was easily be beat. because Dalton Smith was willing to train with Matias and stand in the pocket with Matias doesn't mean every fighter can do that. Every
Yeah.
fighter is not Dalton Smith. You
No.
know, all you got to do is outbox him or hurt him. That's easily said than done because one fighter can do it doesn't mean everybody else can do it.
No.
Dalton Smith
And
was able to do something that most guys don't do with Matias.
and mind you, he had time to watch Matias. He was just at Matias' last fight last year in New York. He was watching. He had
Yeah,
enough time to study him. He had
yeah. I
enough
mean,
time.
most
So
guys that you see that beat Matias, they outbox Matias. They don't sit in there and trade with Matias. Dalton Smith was willing to trade with Matias
it
for
wasn't running
whatever
either.
reason. For whatever reason, he was willing to trade with Matias, and it paid off for him. But most guys are not willing to trade with
Some,
Matias.
because you know what? Some people don't have that it factor. He had that it. Well, if you want to stay in the middle of the ring and slug it out, now a lot of people won't stand there and do that with you. But I guarantee you, I'm one of the ones that will stand right there in the middle of the ring and slug it out. If that's what you want to do, I'm one of those. Let's do it. And like you said, um, I felt like he got hit with a punch he didn't see coming. I don't know what, because that punch was crazy. Rather if it was
Yeah,
in
I
the
mean,
back of the ear
I
or
would say
wherever it was, he didn't see that shit coming.
if you go back and look, Matias, I think Matias was getting out of the way of one shot, and he had his hand down, and Dalton threw that right hook, and it caught Matias behind the ear, and
Yeah,
that would knock Matias down because it wasn't like a clean shot on the chin; it was a shot behind the ear. That's why his
yeah.
equilibrium was off. When he went to go get up, he was kind of stumbling on his knees because his equilibrium was knocked off. He got hit behind the ear. Anybody that gets hit behind the ear on that pressure point is going to knock your equilibrium off.
And people don't realize too when you go back and look at it, he might have been upset that the ref stopped it, but if you looked at his eyes,
That
that
man
shit
was
says
looking like he was looking like Tevin Farmer. One eye was over there, the other one was over there. He was
don't
looking like Tevin
don't do that.
Farmer.
Don't do that, free. Don't do that.
That man Martinez got up. He was like, "I'm straight. I'm straight." They was like, "Nigga, your eyes is crossed. What you mean you straight?"
Don't do that, free. Come on, man. Come on. Oh
He
man,
was
this
like,
guy.
"Man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good." I'm like, man, if you don't straighten up your goddamn eyes,
Yo, Prize, man. Prize Fighter. Come get your man. Come get your man. Come get your man free. In the words of Dub right side, you out of order. You out of order for that one, man. No,
bro,
but I'm
I'm
telling
just
you, a
saying
lot of people
that's
are
how
upset. But if you look at both of their faces, but even Matias, y'all better be glad that fight was stopped because I don't care how much a fighter looked like he got something left or he can't continue. Had that ref would have let Matias continue, it was gonna end right there. He was gonna go for a knockout, a stoppage, TKO, whatever the hell you want to call it. Sometimes you need to be saved to live to fight another day. Just saying. Like they said about Virgil, man. Yeah,
he
you
said
know,
Pride fell out
uh,
the bushes over that one. Pride,
yeah, like
Pride
like
fell out the bushes.
like they were saying about Eric Salubin, man. No, the fight was stopped too fast, or Eric Salubin threw the fight away. I'm like, dog, did you not see what that man got hit with?
That nigga Ursa Newman was asleep on his feet. That man had said, I was like, no. I told
Bro,
everybody, if you go back and watch the fight, Ursa Newman was standing like this. He got caught. That nigga said, I said, dog, that nigga's out. That
he
nigga
was
hand is
out.
out. He's out.
He was
He
out
got hit
literally
again.
on his feet.
Dog, the man was out. He got hit again and it woke him back up. The nigga was out.
Angie, I don't know, Mama. I didn't make nothing today. I didn't make nothing today, baby
I'm
girl.
about
I
to
ain't
make
gonna
some.
even lie.
I'm about to make some. I'm about to
I've been
make
on
some
the decline.
I'm about to
Tiff
make
ain't
some
let me.
jambalaya, but I ain't making no pancakes. I'm about to
Tiff
make some
Tiff ain't let me.
jambalaya.
Tiff ain't let me cook nothing. It was my birthday week. She ain't let me cook a damn thing. Everything has been ordering. That's it. That's all she did, man. We've been chilling. Would Matias have better defense after that knockdown? I doubt it. I doubt it, Teach. I'm just saying for what I saw there. Nah, bro. Even him leaving the ring. I mean, matter of fact, let's get back before he even left the ring. Did y'all see? There's a clip of a video where they had to take him back to the. He was down on the ropes like this, and they had to literally pick him up and sit him down.
Mm,
They had to sit that man down. So had they would have let that man go back out there, I'm telling you what
he
he was
might
going
have
to do.
been
He
he
was
might have been
going to
laying
knock.
on the road. He might have been laying on the road because he was crying. He was like, man, shit. And you know how you
No,
lay
no,
your
no,
head
no. You
down.
know what? No, his face. It was just almost like a oh shit, and then they had to pick him up because he barely. I'm like that punch of. Listen, let's just say if the fight would have continued, there's no way that just that one punch in the fifth round, even if it would have went 12 rounds, that one punch would have changed the rest of the fight. But instead of it doing it, Smith said, "No, we gonna end this shit right here. We gonna end this right here, buddy. this is it for you." Bo was limp like that. Yeah, he was yeah, babe. Even as he was walking back to the dressing room, we all was like, "Oh shit,
She said, I
he
can't be
really
taken
is
care
hurt."
of for one day. Y'all tough out here.
But shout out to Matias. I'm not gonna say I don't want to see him in there again. But I tell you what, that title of Boogeyman, whoever gave him that,
Yo,
I don't know why y'all did that. Because the real
you know,
Boogeyman in 140, we all know, and call me a D rider, say whatever. And I'm not saying that because Freeze. We all know the real Boogeyman is Gary Antoine.
there's only one
But
boogeyman ever.
let's get that shit out the way right now. Gary Antoine ain't no uh 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 I want to see him. It don't matter who you want to see him fight. If somebody ain't calling that man name, which you don't hear nobody call that man name until somebody call that man, and not, fuck calling his name because you can call his name all you want to. Until we try to get both sides together and to actually make something
Yo,
happen, it's quiet.
when you know you a boogeyman when your mandatory don't want to fight
Oh Jesus Christ!
you.
Hey, what up? That's crazy. That's crazy work right
when
there. That's
when
crazy
your
work.
mandatory don't want to fight you, you know you a boogeyman.
Yo, so look, soon as the name come across the paper, Gary Antoine. That's mm-mm. Give me somebody else. What you mean?
Then
That's you mean,
look at you the mandatory to Gary Antoine Russell. Man, when the fuck he become the champion? I'm in the wrong station about it, man. I'm moving. I'm about to go fight this dude over here. When the fuck he become the damn champion? I thought it
I'm
was
about to go
motherfucking
fight.
Ryo.
Hold on. I'm about to go fight for Dana White. I'm about to go fight for Dana White.
I
I'm going to
thought it was
TKO.
Ryo.
One time,
I didn't know you fought Ryo. Shit.
just a
I'm in
friend
the
was
wrong
walking
place,
to
man.
the
I'm gonna
ring
go
or
fight this dude
something.
over here.
Yeah, because you know what, Champ Ross, I'm gonna be real with you. When I saw him doing that, I'm not gonna say something was wrong, but I've never seen a fighter do that, walk into the ring. I've seen fighters do that after. So when he was taking pictures coming to the ring, I was like, is he stopping to take pictures? I said, shit, he would have signed the autograph if he didn't have no gloves on.
That nigga, he was shaking people's hands on the way back to the dressing room and everything. He was waving
But
at
I
the
said,
crowd, shaking people's hands and everything.
but walking to the ring, when he took that picture with the kid, I was like, huh? And I remember not Thomas, it was somebody else that was like, yo, what the fuck is he doing? And I'm like, oh, he took a picture. He'll be all right. I think he was that confident. It was a lot of Baldiquas in there, a lot of Smith peoples, and it was. Let's just say it was a great night. Bringing both sides of the world together for one night. I'm not gonna lie. No matter how it turned out, it had the Barclays because my concern was if this shit don't go well and they're already feeling some kind of way about boxing being at the Barclays Center because this is not the days of when Wilder and Tank and my man Danny Garcia was fighting there. This ain't the days of that no more. That's why boxing got quiet at the Barclay. I said, if this shit don't go well, this might be it. Yeah, he was doing selfies. That was crazy, Chambros. I was like, yo, I said, your man doing selfies? I said, oh man, come on now. Let's get focused here now, Matias. Let's get focused. Because we don't know nothing about this guy. We don't know nothing about this guy now. You know what I'm saying? But it was for the most part, it was great. And hopefully the Barclays Centers they were happy. Hopefully the Barclays Center was happy and satisfied, and we can get some more boxing in the Barclay because that's what we need for 2026.
Hey, Clarence,
Yes, sir.
I bought you some new shoes. I'm gonna give to you.
Oh man, that's nice of you, man. Nice. That's very nice of you.
Huh?
But I don't want you. I don't want you. Man, get the fuck out of here, free.
Get grandma.
Yeah, that
I'm gonna
was
give
a
you,
recipe for disaster, champ. That was definitely a recipe for disaster. But you know what, champ? You know what makes boxing great?
I'm gonna give you
Y'all wearing those sneakers. You ain't bringing those up to New York for me, man. Get the fuck out of here, free.
these the shoes I'm
Um,
on for you, cuz.
yo, get up out of here, free.
Talalero,
All
Yo,
right,
talala.
this nigga
TS
Dream
and
got
Dalton did their
Jordans off
job.
the
Yeah, they
ass.
did their job. They definitely did their job, team. Uh, I'm gonna go back and watch the fight again today. Shout out to Keith Cologne. Shout out to everybody that was on the card. I would have loved to see some. Being that was a Puerto Rican promotional company, I would have loved to see some
Cuz
girls
you
on
take
there.
these, cuz. Like these ones.
Hey, yo, free, get up out of here with all that, man. Get up out of here with all that, man. Ain't nobody wearing them little mini me ass sneakers. Get up out of here with that.
Those Jordans. I mean,
It's
that's your
freaking.
shoe size. Y'all got the you and Man Man got the same shoe size.
Here we go with this shit. Here we go with this shit, y'all. Do y'all see this? I can't wait till he get up here in August. I hope you don't make it up here. I hope you don't make it up here for the Shakur and Tio fight, Bruce. Boy, I'm gonna have some words for you. Yeah, definitely
Okay,
entertaining. Champ. It was a definitely entertaining fight.
here go better one for you, Clarence. Here go better one for you. Get off of me, boy.
I hope you go to sleep at the cookout so I could bleach your beer. You get on my freaking nerve. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, shout out to Keith, shout out to everybody that was on the card, shout out to Fresh Productions, shouts to them, and hopefully we'll see them back in New York again, man. Definitely, man. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing them come back to have it happen again. Yeah, man, they calling me that Wiz. That's the shit I gotta deal with, Wiz. That's the shit I gotta deal with, Wiz, man. D Free always do that shit to me. It ain't nothing new to me, bro. I'm used to it. You can't get upset about something that you should be used to by now. I'm used to it.
What kind?
Everybody can't play with us like that. Pause. That sounds crazy. But everybody can't do that with us. We only do that with people that we know.
Ugh.
We just on here having fun, talking shit. Great fight last night. We had two great. I mean, the other card, the zone card was good. That was a good card. So Alexis Rocha, if I'm saying it like Rocha, and I forgot the other guy's name. That's this Friday. That's gonna be a good one. I watched that first fight. I watched the first fight yesterday, so I was like, for me to see the second fight, I gotta understand the first one. I understand why it's a rematch because the first one ended in a draw, and I see why the first one ended in a draw because that one was good. So Carol, there you go. It was a good fight that first one. I mean, they went at it. If y'all not watching that fight this Friday on the 16th, you're not a boxing fan. That was a great one. So we do have a week of boxing. I didn't think we did, but we do. And then the week after, um, we have the Jermaine Franklin. And what's the other kid? What's the other dude? Free, the other heavyweight dude, Jermaine Franklin fighting.
Jermaine Franklin's fighting Moses in Tina.
Oh, he said knocked into Tim Zoo's
Moses.
fighting.
Huh?
Tim Zoo's
He
fighting.
fighting Moses. Yeah, he fighting Moses.
I didn't know Tim Zoo was coming back.
Oh no,
Tim Zoo,
no, Tim Zoo.
Tim
That's
Zoo.
not Tim Zoo not fighting. I thought that was Tim Zoo. That's not Tim Zoo. It's somebody else named Zoo as well.
Oh, it's not Tim Zoo. It's
No, it's not Tim
Nakatani
Zoo.
Zoo. Nakatani Zoo.
Yeah, it's not Tim Zoo.
Oh, he said Tim Zoo, brother. Oh, you said the. Oh. I see what you put. So what is Tim Zoo at? 60 now?
He's supposed to be moving up to 60, I think.
Damn, I guess he wasn't comfortable enough at 54, huh?
You get knocked out.
I don't know, man. I don't know how you gonna do at 60 because
In two of his last.
he don't want at 60. At 60, you don't want to be in there with a guy like like Laura, who's like 42 and still giving it up. Yeah, I know. I mean, what he gonna do? What he gonna do? Fight? What he gonna do? He gonna fight? What's his name? Tony Harrison again. So it's like it's nobody that he can really like. Oh,
No,
I got you, Cap.
but see, at 60 is not a lot of guys up there, so he could probably get away with that.
What? Fighting Tony Harrison again?
No, I mean he could get away with fighting at 60.
Oh, I mean, yeah, 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 yeah. Be careful now, because we don't know, man. What I want to know is Triple G making his real? Is he making his return? They talking about it. Does he come back at 68 or does Tim? I mean, does he come back at 68 or does Triple G come back at 60? That would be something interesting. But I don't. I mean, I don't know why, but whatever. I
Man,
can't stop that.
nobody want to see no 47-year-old Triple G. He damn near
Damn,
the same age as
why he
Manny
got to be that
Pacquiao.
old? Why he got to be that old?
The man, he got to be at least 43. He got to be at least the same age as you.
Hey, why
The
he
man,
said? 40?
the man retired what at 40, 41? He got to be at least 43.
Yeah, when did he? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, put his. Hey, if he's at 60, if he decided to come back at 60, throw his ass in there with Laura.
When was the last time he fought Canelo? Was what, like 3 years ago
We
or
in
2 years ago?
2026.
When 26
Oh,
was it 24 or 20 or 23 that he fought Canelo? It was before Canelo in 22. He fought
yeah,
Canelo.
the trilogy, right?
It might have been the beginning of 23 or the middle of 22 because he
Might
fought
have
Jamel in
been.
23. He fought
Yeah.
Jamel in 23. So that's what I'm saying. It's been like 3, 4 years. So he got to be like 43, 44. Might as well say
Hey,
47.
that Canelo money must have went away. Must have went away. You ever notice when they fight these big dudes, like the dudes that they know they can get the big paydays with, and it seems like when that money get low and that shit start going away, they got to come back. Certain fighters, you notice they got to come back. And you looking at them like, why are you coming back? But then you realize, shit, they coming back for a reason, not just because they missed the sport. That fucking Pacquiao money, that Tank money,
Well,
all that shit go
well,
away.
well, well, Pacquiao lost a lot of money when he was running for president of the Philippines. So he lost a
No,
lot
but
of
you know
his
how
money
when
running
Thurman
for
fought him,
president.
when Thurman fought him, he got a good payday, and then after a while, it was like, okay, Pacquiao money gone. I got to get back in here. I got to get back in here now. I got to get back in here. I still got bills to
Now
pay. I got a baby. I got a family.
I think Thurman got in there because he married to a rich lady, but she was like, nigga, you're not gonna be spending up all my daggone money doing yoga. You're gonna have to spend some of your own money going to all these foreign countries and India and doing yoga, nigga. You ain't gonna be spending all my damn money.
What you say, free? You ain't gonna be spending. You ain't gonna be spending.
Nigga started going to India and seeing that nigga Thurman sitting on top of the peak of a mountain. Just like Thurman, if you don't get your daggone high yellow ass off that damn mountain, you sitting up there at the top of the mountain, Indian style.
What you say? No. Oh God!
That nigga,
Yo,
that
Champ,
nigga,
yo,
that nigga
Champ, yo,
Thurman
Champ
and cut
Ross, man. Yo, Champ Ross, man. I don't know what's wrong with this dude. Free, man. What's wrong with him,
that
Champ?
nigga, that nigga Thurman, that nigga Thurman and cut his motherfucking his braids, and he done lost his mind. You seen that nigga fight? There go Manny Pacquiao. He lost. He cut his braids. Next time you see Thurman, that nigga was sitting on top of a mountain. Just like Thurman, if you don't get your ass down off that goddamn mountain,
Holy shit! Yo, you gotta relax, bro. And that's crazy because when I saw that picture, that's exactly how his ass looked too. I'm like, I said, what? Did he give his life to Buddha? I was trying to figure out what happened. I was like, wait a minute, I was lost.
No, it's
I was confused for a
yoga.
second.
It's yoga. Yoga, yoga.
No,
It's
but I was
a
just confused for a
it's an
second because I
Indian.
was like,
That's
yeah,
how I end up meeting Keith Thurman because the dude. I don't. I guess he's the head of yoga. He invented yoga. I don't know what the fuck the
yeah,
dude is.
yeah.
It's an old Indian dude. He
Okay,
came to DC. He came to DC. He comes to the United States like once every 8, 9 years or something like that. And
yeah.
Keith Thurman came to see him. And so I'm standing out. I was doing security, and I'm standing out front. And I see Keith Thurman walking. I'm like, what's going on, Keith? He looked. He was like, hey, what's going on, man? I was like, man, what the hell you doing? He's like, man, I'm coming to see the yoga man. I don't know what the fuck his name is, but he was like, I'm coming to see the yoga man. I was like, oh shit. And so we talked for a little bit. Then he went up there. And then the yoga dude left. One of the girls was sitting outside crying. I'm like, what you crying for? She's like, I missed him. I'm like, he'll be back. She was like, nah, but I wanted to eat with him because he comes so they can eat it with us. She said, I wanted to eat with him. He only comes to the United States once every 10, 12 years or something like that. I'm like,
Wow.
all right, but you're crying because you missed him? I'm like, hey, yeah.
Some people are just over dramatic, yo. I swear, I can't take somebody.
Like she literally was crying. And then when he came back, she was trying to get in, and one of the security guards for the guy, I guess the his security or whatever, he was like, "Don't let her in." So I was like, I can't tell her she can't come in. So I was like, look, I gotta go use the bathroom. Hold the door. But they say she can't come in. So I went to go use the bathroom. I like, she was just crying because she missed him. I can't turn around and tell her that she can't come in. I was like, I'm not gonna be the one to tell him that.
At a church in India and the
Yeah,
wife and
I don't know what it is. It's the yoga man. I don't know what it is.
um. Some people are just too damn dramatic. Fuck you doing all that crying for, man? Like, get out of here, yo. It ain't even that serious. She might have been somebody they had a problem with before. That's probably why they said don't let her ass in. They might have been familiar with her.
All I know is if I was single, I would have been trying to holler at her because she was fine, but she
And
was
she doing all
crying
that
like
crying?
hell.
She was fine as hell
No,
doing all that
when
crying?
I when I say she was fine, she was fine. I was like, damn, I'm married. I can't even say nothing. I can't even say nothing.
Yeah, but I'm
Like
like, I'm
if
like,
any one
first
of
of all,
if any one of y'all single dudes, if any one of y'all single dudes would have seen him, y'all would have tried y'all hand. That's how fine she was. Like
yeah,
dudes was riding past, honking the horn at her and everything.
I tell you what, if she wasn't fine enough to get in that building, I told you straight up, don't let her in here. I don't care how cute she look.
I was
Don't
like,
let her in here.
they were like that. She can't come in. I was like,
For her to say she missed
and
it, obviously it was a problem at that
no, they
building
had
with her.
they had people states coming to him. Like he came to DC, and every time he comes to the United States, he goes to a certain state. He don't go to the same state every time he comes to the United States. So this
Tay
particular time
Tay,
he came to DC. They had niggas from California that came out there. I was like, y'all niggas flew all the way from California just to see him? This nigga looked like Gandhi. He was an old Indian dude, looked just like Gandhi. The only difference is he had long hair with a long
that's
beard.
crazy.
Looked just
Crazy,
like
bro.
Gandhi.
Tay Tay, what up?
Like the dude was like about probably like 5'3". His gray hair was longer than him.
Damn.
Nigga had a beard like twice the length of mine. His beard was like twice. His beard came down to like right here, and his
Yo,
hair, his hair in the back came down to the middle of his
I I,
back.
I, I want to mention this now. I don't want to wait to mention it, but since we on Thurman, right? What happens now while we're waiting for Fedora to recover? Because he has to go through his shit with his hand, and that's what I was getting to earlier. Where y'all keep rushing, wondering where he at. Do y'all realize after breaking the hand and then it gets healed that you still have to go through what you have to get through, to get your
But
like y'all
you gotta
all
go
just got to be
after.
paid.
after your hand breaks, I never had a broken bone before, but from the people that I do know that have broken bones, once you break it, you got to go through rehab. You
Yeah, you
can't
gotta go
just
to rehab.
once it's healed, you just go right back to doing what you were doing. No,
When
you
I
got to go
broke
through
when I
rehab.
broke my ankle, man, oh my God, I couldn't just get back out and play basketball. I wanted to, but I just couldn't.
But I
It's shit I had to go
I've
through.
known a couple of people that broken arms and broken legs and things like that. They had to go through rehab after the bone healed to
Like
get the strength back in that ligament. So after
I,
he break his hand and it heals, he still once it heals, he still because it takes about 6 to 8 weeks for the bone to heal. After that 6 to 8 weeks, he gotta turn around and go through another certain amount of weeks of therapy. So after he go through therapy, now he gotta go
yeah,
and
and it's
get in
like
fighting shape.
now I'm
He gotta
like,
go get in fighting shape.
and now I'm like, I'm not even really, I don't really care about him in the Thurman situation. I'm just ready to
He
see
probably
Fedora back. I'm ready to see
he
Fedora back.
he yeah he probably come back somewhere around May, June, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
You probably hear them making a fight somewhere around that time frame.
yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to see the entire Inferno come on back. You know, I like Fedora, man. I like to see the kid, man.
Well, when did Fedor break his bone?
They were supposed to fight the 18th of October, was it?
He might come back somewhere around March. But from what I've been hearing, it's still supposed to be Keith Thurman.
Keith should have been
Still
busy.
supposed to be Keith Thurman.
He should have been damn busy. I wouldn't care who he fought. He should have been
Yeah,
busy.
Yeah, Keith old ass definitely should have had a fight. He should have fought somebody. I don't care if you fought daggone Speedy Rashid
Busy
Ellis. You should have
player
fought
because Keith
somebody.
is the same age as Spence
No, he old.
and
He
Crawford
older.
and Danny Garcia. Y'all all in the same
He the
age
same
category.
age. He around the same older than Spence. He's around the same age as Crawford. I think Keith Thurman is like 37, 38. Spence is like 35, 34, 35.
Okay. But you
So
know, it all next to each other as far as
yeah,
the age. So it's like you can't sit around and just be waiting for the big money fight to fall out the sky, man. You got to stay busy, baby. But you know, hey, what it is with him, man. We'll see what happens with that because a lot of people are not going to be interested in seeing
next
it. But
time,
you know, whatever.
next time we see Keith Thurman, he might be bald headed because that man hair looked like it was thin as hell. He might. No, I'm dead serious. When I
Only
see
you
Keith Thurman,
free.
dog, I swear to God, when I saw Keith Thurman, that nigga did like this. It was only like he did one of Thomas move. That nigga said whoop, and it was like three strings that just moved back. It was only three strings that moved back.
I gotta
He only
call.
had three strings. He only had three strings to cover the whole front of his top of his head.
I gotta call Thomas too. We'll call his ass. I still think about that Justin Timberlake shit, and I
No,
laugh.
don't
You a
call Thomas
damn
right
fool.
now. Don't call Thomas right now. He on the radio. No, he's on the radio right now. He's doing a show on the radio every Sunday at
Oh,
12 o'clock. He doing
he's
his
on right
radio
now.
show. Yeah, he's on right now. I'm not. I wasn't joking. He's doing his radio show every
Oh
Sunday
man,
at 12
no, I
o'clock.
mean I wasn't calling him at this moment, but okay, yeah, I didn't know that
Yeah,
shit. I gotta tune into that, man.
yeah, he do. I mean, matter of fact, they should be able to hear because I believe the radio show was on the West Coast. They should be able to hear it.
Oh,
He
it's
does
where
it
you
with
can put it on the radio.
Yeah, it's on the radio with Pedro. He's on the radio with Pedro.
Holy shit!
Yeah, he does it. He does it every Sunday at like 12 o'clock. Between 12 and 1, he's on the radio. That's why he said he can't do anything when we be having our little meetings or whatever. He said he can't do anything before 2 o'clock because I believe the show is over at 2. So anything before 2, he can't
Oh,
do.
okay, okay, understandable. I don't listen to the. Oh, well, it's all good. I haven't
How you
listened
don't
to the
listen to the
radio.
radio? So you just be sitting there like Keith Thurman when you be driving. You just be meditating as you driving. Just be, just just looking at the scenery. I can't be in a car with no sound. I ain't trying to hear all of the daggone spark plugs and motors and everything moving in my damn car. I need to hear something. Just sit in this joint
Yo, this
in
dude
pure
is
silence.
stupid. No, this dude is stupid.
Baby in the baby in the baby in the car just like, Lord, just take the wheel. I'm just gonna sit back and relax.
Literally, literally, literally.
She
I
said, I
listen
listen
to
to my
my.
old playlist. Baby sitting there driving. She was like, man, I'm chilling. I ain't listening to nothing. Lord, take the wheel.
No, not take the wheel. Yo, yo, you out of control, man. You out of control, free. You out of order. Definitely out of order, man. The way
God.
my man. Oh my God.
Gotta
I got my own
make this
playlist,
damn
my boy.
jambalaya. I mean, I didn't know if
See,
I was gonna
you
make.
always.
I didn't know if I was gonna make jambalaya. I didn't know if I was gonna make jambalaya or gumbo.
You underwater.
Which one you want? Gumbo or jambalaya? Gumbo. Jambalaya.
You you said what?
I said I wasn't sure if I was gonna make jambalaya or gumbo. I asked my wife which ones did she want. She said she wanted jambalaya. I made gumbo
Okay.
before, so she said she never had my jambalaya, so she wanted me to make that.
All right. Well, I bet it can be. Yeah, that's sounds good, player. Sounds good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some andouille sausage, shrimp, and shredded chicken.
Oh man, it's on.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
on. That sounds that sounds good. Should be something something different, man. Something different. I
Yeah, I
mean,
get tired of eating the same thing over and over, day after day. You get bored. You be like,
man,
man, I'm tired of eating chicken.
I
I'm
told
tired of eating
I
pork
told
chops.
Tiffany that shit. That's why I told her. I said we was trying to come up with something different, a different menu. Not
Yeah,
just for us to eat, but even for the cookout. I said, yo, we ain't gonna just have burgers and fucking hot dogs. I'm like, we gotta up this shit this year. We gotta up it. So let's up it. You know what I mean? The hot dogs and hamburgers is cool to get this shit started off with, but
uh,
we're gonna bring something different to the table.
I just can't keep eating the same thing over and over again. Like my wife be like, "Can you bring me something back to eat?" I'm like, "Okay, what am I gonna bring back to eat? Because I don't want no McDonald's, don't want no Burger King, don't want no Wendy's, don't want no Popeyes, don't want no KFC.
Yeah,
I gotta think of something different. Fuck it, we're gonna get a Subway sandwich.
yeah, yeah. It be like that. Where you just like you want something different. Sometimes you just want something different in life. You know what I mean? And that's what we talk about all the time about having different stuff, different eating. Sometimes different is just good. Um, it works for the most part. But yeah. So this week is what it is. So we actually got fights Friday and Saturday, but um, or should I say, Friday and Saturday. Was no, really Thursday and Friday, because the Alexis Rocha's joint is Friday. So yeah, Wendy got them. Yeah,
Uh,
they do. I
I
don't eat
never
them though, but yeah,
understood why women
Wendy's
do
got
that.
them.
That shit look
Huh?
ugly as hell. No, so I never understood why women do that. Get that little earring right there in the bridge of their nose. That shit look ugly as fuck.
Yeah, I mean,
They look like a walking bull. I'm like, why the fuck would you do that? That shit is not cute. I don't know
some
who told
people
you it
get.
was, but it's not
Me
cute
and
at
Tiff,
all.
me and Tiff went to a party, our friend's party Friday. It was her birthday, so she was like, "Come on, Capricorn, you might as well come and kick it." And I'm like, "All right." And everybody was dressed a certain way. Certain people don't listen to when they go out. Like you people that go to parties when y'all be invited, Y'all gotta learn to listen when they tell y'all it's a dress code. This one girl came in there and she looked like what's the white girl that looked goofy in the that Marvel movie? And she got her hair like this and all the makeup. She looks like a clown. Uh, it's a Marvel movie with all the fighters in it. I forgot. Shit.
Hey,
But she looks like
Josh, you would love my daughter, cause my daughter work at Wendy's, and she brings Wendy's home damn near every day for the kids. But I will say that spicy chicken sandwich they had the other that I had the other day was some. It was a. It had bacon on it. I think it was a spicy chicken club.
yeah, yeah.
That
That's her
motherfucker was.
name. That's
That
her
shit was
name.
good
That's
as
her
a
name.
motherfucker.
That's what she looked. That's what the girl looked like at the party, but just a dark version. Like you
Oh,
see how that
yeah,
girl was dressed. That's exactly how she was
yeah.
dressed at the party, y'all. And I'm like, who comes to the party looking like that? And your friend don't check it? Y'all better stop hanging with people that's supposed to be your friends that ain't checking and telling y'all that y'all look ridiculous when y'all go out. If your friend can't check you on how you look when you go out, then they ain't a friend. Straight up.
No, but then again, you gotta think about it. They with them, so they probably liked it.
Some people
They
hang out
probably
with people
liked it.
just to be like, some people just hang out with people just to hang out with them. But it's like if a person don't tell you that, that's crazy. Because I'm gonna let you know I'm not going nowhere with you looking
Now,
like that. You
I'm
ain't about
I,
to
I'm gonna
embarrass
be
my
honest
ass.
with you. When I was younger, if a couple of my boys will come out, like we going to the club or we going to the go-go, and a couple of my boys came out looking busted, I didn't say nothing because I know they were gonna try to holler at the females, but they was gonna come holler at me because this nigga over here looking busted. They were like,
I used
no,
to do that at times. I used
you
to be
with
like, go
him.
ahead.
I'm not hollering at you. I'm gonna go talk to him. You looking busted. This nigga look like he got money.
Then they be mad that you pulled the joint that they wanted. But look how you look.
Yeah, them
I
spicy
had a dude
chicken
out.
club good as shit.
I had a dude I was kicking it with, and every time he went somewhere, his breath. Every time he went somewhere, he had the doodle breath.
I normally don't eat those chicken sandwiches though, cause I don't like white meat. But that joint was juicy. I gotta admit that joint was pretty good. I couldn't
Yeah,
eat it
that
every
part,
day.
babe. That part, babe. It's always the best. And first impression is always everything for me. That's the first. I ain't looking at the second time, the third time, the fourth time. I'm looking at that first time. After that first time, depends on how I go. I'm not interested.
The first impression is important. That's to get my attention. But I want to see how you look after a month later.
When I got with Tiff, that's how it was when I first met her. I looked at her and I was like,
I want to
okay,
see how you look after a month later. Okay, all of the impressing is out of the window. Let me see how you look after a month later. If you your ass
yeah.
go looking like you belong on a little house on the prairie, I'm like, man, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, ah, you don't get the fuck out of my face. Come in here with the motherfucking skirt all the way down to your damn ankles. No, I don't want nobody with no skirt
No,
all the way down to their ankles.
I can't with this dude, man. I'm telling you,
No,
the first impression is always the best, man. I don't know what these cats be doing and what they got going on, but hey, I try my best to mind my business.
no,
Boxing,
if you got a
please.
girl with a skirt all the way down to their ankles, like me, I'm very spontaneous. So we might be out somewhere. I'm like, babe, let's get it in real quick. I gotta lift this whole big ass skirt up and all this shit and hold this shit. It's like holding a whole damn curtain. I'm not doing. I'm not holding that damn curtain while I'm trying to get my business on. I got to lift the whole curtain before I get to the business. No sir, I'm good. You gonna wear that?
Yeah,
I'm staying at home.
yes. I don't know, man. I'm not looking like Louis Jr. in the face. Not, not Louis Gossett. Damn, rest in peace. Damn, not Louis Gossett Jr. Damn. Boy, Josh, you ain't shit for that, man.
Let me
Boy, you ain't shit for that.
let me go in this grocery store and get these daggone ingredients so I can make this jambalaya.
Yo, definitely. I'm about to roll up out of here. I was waiting another minute. I'm about to roll up out of here. But like I said, great card last night. Great fight. Shout out to Keith. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Dalton, man. Smith. Shout out to Matais, man. Hopefully he gets back in the game. And shout out to boxing. They won last night at the Barclay, man. Shout out to Fresh Productions. They won. You know what I mean? They did. Great show. The main event, man, didn't turn out the way they wanted it to, but it's okay. It was great. Um, I'm gonna sit back and kick it, y'all, because I am kind of tired right now. So I needed to do this now because if I didn't do this now, I would have later. I really wasn't feeling it. But stay tuned this week. It's the anniversary week. Not only is the anniversary week, I'm back on StreamYard. Back on StreamYard. So we're gonna talk boxing this week, and I'll be able to bring some of my brothers up that want to come up. So back on
Okay.
StreamYard. That's probably matter of fact, that's Thursday. So yeah, Thursday I'll be back on. We gotta get back to doing the throwback Thursdays. I done fell the fuck off with that. I fell off because I got distracted. There was a lot going on, but we're gonna get back to that. Free, I will catch you. Tell Mrs. Free I said what's up. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and make sure you protect your peace, space, and your surroundings, and everybody be safe if you're traveling out there. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go.